This is Maputaland. It's a beautiful place, and I really don't know how to fly a drone. And this footage is basically the only footage I got of myself exploring it. It's kind of hard to tell a story about my experience without some idea of who I am. It's also hard to show you the beauty of Maputaland without any idea of how to fly a drone. But anyway, I'm going to try anyway. And suffice to say that this guy entering the frame right now is me. And this guy is James, and he's my boss. And I never really walked much around this place, but somehow James got us into a really cool trail offered by Thonga Trails. And here's a quick rundown of how that went.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Cheers, James. Bye.
What's that about?
So, come here, bro. So, I'm thinking that you and Nia and me and Antonia and Nicole, James has some spots available on the Thonga Trails. I think you should go, bro. Get a feel for the area. Check it out. It's like a walk from Cozy Bay, and then you walk all the way down here, and there's a few stops in between.
Lekker.
I think you should go, bro.
That sounds awesome.
What did you-
Yeah, I think a good way to figure out what the hell's going on out here.
Yeah.
Get the lay of the land.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm in.
You didn't have a choice, bro.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. Scene. Well, here we are, the first episode of the series with Thonga Trails. It was a 4-day slack-packing journey along the coast of Maputaland, organized by our friend at Thonga Trails. They pick up your bags and you have to kind of walk to the first place. And I think the main thing is we just kind of want to get a feel for the place and see what's happening out there. We kind of organically got to see just how ridiculously beautiful this place was, and just also the sheer abundance here. This was our guide, Agrippa. As you can see, he had a super sharp machete and monkey apple cravings all the time. We just saw so much beautiful foliage, and then so much walking through kind of these dense canopies of the bush in Maputaland. This is Little Paradise, a lovely little camp with little rondavels to sleep in, and a great view onto the cozy lake system. And we got greeted by a Michelin star pastry chef and a friend of ours, Damien, and enjoyed a few drinks and some snacks with the sun going down and the lake behind us. We then went over the map for tomorrow.
And tomorrow we are going to walk all the way along the lake, all the way to between the two lakes there. See, there's in Kubikeni. That's one of the surprises that we have for you tomorrow.
I'm still really trying to learn how to do manual focus, so yeah.
And then we're going to do a bit of snorkeling in one of the channels here. And then we're going to jump on a boat and we're going to cruise all the way back through the channels, along the side of the lake, all the way back up. And what's really nice is you get to see exactly how far you walked. And it's quite amazing to see. You don't realize how far you actually walked at.
And with a lovely evening night, I was trying to get some, natural shots of the decor and the dinner setting. And as you can see, we're not very good at doing natural shots. No, but like normal. Oh my god, you are the worst. And we had some lovely rissoles, which James ate beautifully. Although, to be clear, James is generally pretty serious, but when he's on camera, he kind of just doesn't know what to do, so he acts a bit strange. What do you think of the rissoy? This is something. And we finished off with a braai, and that was our first day on the Thonga Trails. It was pretty beautiful and fun. And then we started day 2. We started off with a hike in Little Paradise. We grew up by giving us a lowdown. Can we say Thonga Trails? Can we say Maputaland? Yeah, there we go. Lekker. Thanks. He's got the sharpest machete in all of Maputaland. We walked really speedily. So, bro, what's happened here?
I mean, that is the most vague question.
What happened here?
What happened here?
What's going on?
I don't know. Maybe he's going to tell us. my first time to be here,
Yeah.
so I really don't know, to tell you the truth.
Some people can call shushu, some people can't call.
Can we try to say it with the way?
It's kind of called.
Flu, 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 flu. No, stay with me. Stay with me. Flu. Flu, flu, eh? Yeah, that's better. That's better.
Yeah.
That's your name.
Testing.
And James was a big fan of playing with a mic. We got these mics for this project and we just want to figure out how to use them. So James, is that from a hippo? Is this a hippo? A hippo midden? Yeah?
I don't want to be asked silly questions.
Stop putting it to your lip, you're redlining the mic all the time. A lot of fauna going on here. There's so many different types of beetles and spiders and kind of everything under the sun. We weren't quite sure how to advertise Big Skies on the hike, so we organized some merch. It's the merch. What merch? What merch? Oh yeah? Yeah, Big Sky. For what? Agrippa found us some hibiscus, which is really smelly, but it's super beautiful. James kept testing the mic.
Yeah.
I'm seeing a lot of kiwis, that's why I'm like... It's a South African. Yeah.
Testing.
It's nice.
That's good content. It's good stuff. Great content. We found a boat made out of raffia palms, which is really cool. So raffia palms are used kind of across a wide range of the area as construction material, and they're quite endangered, but they're also the home to palm nut vulture. Kind of continued walking. As you can see, this is the whole group. James is totally natural. Actually, most everybody is totally natural. And here is the Cozy Lake system, and Alana getting a picture in front of it. And this is where the oldest sustainable fishing traps or kraals in the world are. And then we had some lunch at Impendulo's house.
Load shedding. So I won't be able to use a remote, so I use manual right now.
And as you can see, Griffith's eating some maquillage in the background. Impendulo is a big fan of music and had everybody dancing the whole time. Nice way to let loose after a hike.
You're upset.
There's a little resident inside the toilets.
She's cute, eh?
Yes, let's enjoy the life. Yesterday is the history, né? Tomorrow is the future. Today is the present. So you don't know you need tomorrow. So enjoy today. Don't wait for tomorrow. Be happy today. Because you are alive today.
Very wise words. Impendulo's gogo showed up with some peanuts and broke it down. And then Impendulo showed everybody else got into the dance. And then we walked down from Impendulo's house along the edge of the third and fourth lake and got to our boat, which is actually where we did some snorkeling, which was really fun. You can snorkel along the mangroves there. I would have got some underwater footage, but my GoPro was dead at the stage, so I could not. And then we had a quick tour of the fishing crawls. We saw this awesome fish eagle in the evening.
One of the fishing traps, use come every morning and check if they might have some fish. If they have some fish, they bring a spear. I've got one. It's the one here, so they use it to spear some fish up.
Had some beers. I think James was realizing the mistake in hiring me as his videographer. And yeah, you kind of go all the way along the cozy lake system back to the camp. And on the way we bumped into some hippos, which was really awesome. There's about 20 hippos in the cozy lake system, so really lucky to see them. And then our French chef made the most incredible tagliatelle with langoustines. And then we went for a turtle walk. We met up with a local guide, Agrippa, and he kind of took us on a walk along the beach to try to see if we can find any turtles. But we only saw the most incredible moonrise. And that was the end to day 2. Now day 3 started off pretty slowly. We hiked from Little Paradise through the forest to the dune. We found this really awesome quite rare bug, and obviously Agrippa still cutting our way through the whole bush. And you had to climb all the way up this dune. Agrippa ran up it. Some of us didn't quite run up it. Yeah, it really took my breath away. Such a beautiful view of the ocean. Definitely needed to lie down and catch an air. And maybe run down to the ocean. Also, those are the last times we saw James's Berks, and Agrippa was shortly after James.
As kids, we used to call him periwinkle. Yeah.
What's that, Judy? Nicole.
Nicole, what have you become?
We got to play with some periwinkles, although we were worried Nicole might eat it. Did some speed walking to the next drink stop, maybe a bit of dancing. Also, I can't really change it in default without getting my finger in the way apparently. And then we had the most incredible burgers on the beach, on fed cook rolls. Oof, so delicious. Then we went on a little hike up to Black Rock with some drinks, and it's just the most incredible escarpment looking over the ocean with these massive waves crashing into this rock formation. This beautiful rainbow. And it was a nice moment to just kind of reflect on the day. Think about all the ghost crabs who are endlessly fighting the tides. These little guys are so quick. It's really hard to catch them on foot, but they're so cool. Then we had a little drive back, and we got to Clappers and Flope, which is really cool, and had a nice dinner. That was day 3. And then on to day 4. It's quite a busy day. Started off with some magrinya, which is a great way to start your day, just generally. Some eggs, some toast, a lovely breakfast. Just the most beautiful kind of landscape all the way from Clappers and Flope. So this is right by Big Skies actually. Kind of walking along the road. And Lana bring up the rear. And at this stage I kind of needed to turn back and go take Nia back to the lodge because she wasn't feeling well. So I gave Nicole my camera to manage the shoot. And her and Antonia directed this part. So let's see how it went. Lovely cinematic shot of the map. A nice little dog they saw. Very jealous we didn't get to see that. Some nice foot shots, definitely better than mine, I think. Time lapses? That's a nice shot of the beach and the dunes. So this is walking from Black Rock to Lalanek, which is right by Cokes. Alana, Nicole and Antonia had a little drink stop. Really showing off all the aspects of the tour. You know, your cooler box of drinks at every stop. Little cheers.
With that GoPro. No, I was like thinking about the frame. You know, if it's like in a beautiful frame and then you have like a random. God, that was difficult. You want to do it? Do you think it also hears us?
It does hear you.
Am I in the frame?
Some really great content from these two.
Great.
Really glad I gave them the camera to capture this.
Wow, wow. Whoa.
Meanwhile, James and I were going to try to meet up with him.
Yo, this guy's a beast.
We got stuck in the sand despite the car being a beast, which I still stand by. Some of the group sang a song about James getting stuck in the sand, which I failed to catch most of on camera.
Well, sing the song again.
Someone finally got fed up with me having a camera in their face, which, fair enough. We were back down to Suzana. We bumped into this bull. So kind of herding's one of the main alternative incomes in the area. Here's one of the bulls. who really would not get out of the way. And so we scared him off. We had a little kind of retrospective.
I don't know if anyone else noticed that Sabai today, there were quite a lot of flies buzzing around, singing songs.
Do you want us to sing it? I got verse 2 for you.
We went to accommodation for the night and turned in. And then it was our last day. Sad into the day, but we started with a lot of energy. And then had some pre-dive interviews.
Feel good, okay.
Yeah?
I think your interviewing skills need some work.
What?
You just zoom in on me.
What do you mean? How do you feel? So you're feeling good?
How do you feel about getting back in the water? Yeah, you feel good?
Yeah. Perfect. Great content. Thanks, James. Yeah.
How do you feel?
So good.
Wow, so good.
Yeah, I can't wait to get in the water.
If you know what I mean.
If you know what I mean, you know what I mean?
Wow, this is not awkward at all.
There's a reason I didn't put myself a camera for most of the first shoot.
Oh no.
But yeah, really beautiful dive that morning in Sudwana. Had some incredible sightings. We saw this really awesome loggerhead, and it was just so beautiful being in the water with crystal clear viz. I've never seen anything like it. And then here you can have like a face point of view while I'm trying to take a photo of a hammerhead shark. And that's what it looks like. It was a really cool sighting to see that. We tried to get it, but swam away before we could get there. And then you kind of dock up on the beach in quite a haphazard fashion.
After that, Nicole, Antonia, James and I say goodbye to the Thonga Trails folk and headed back to Big Skies.
And we saw some monkeys on our way out.
Hey, my boy.
And obviously the kind of classic traffic on the way back to Manguzi. We went back to Big Skies. It was a really awesome venture and really taught me a lot about the space, and I loved it.
Obviously had to end off the day with a braai and turn in to prepare for our next adventure, where we search to try and uncover the delicious fruits of Maputaland, maybe with 1 or 2 fun activities mixed in, all with Roshana and the Veld Sea crew.